So, good afternoon everyone. After we determine what our inventories, now we determine the cost of the inventory. So, we are going to get the inventory cost flow. And now, to get this, we how to get the inventory cost flow, or how to get the cost of the inventory. It is simply units of inventory end multiply by unit cost. That is our total cost of inventory end. And our inventory end is our current assets. How to get the inventory units of inventory end? It's beginning units plus purchased units minus sold units minus purchased return na units, then plus sales return na units. So that's it. Ang atong unit cost is we're given here by PAS2. We can use first in, first out, and weighted average. Before, there was a LIFO, last in, first out, and this is not applicable today. Not applicable na now. Kani first in, first out, guys, is our inventory, the first inventory we have would be the first to be sold. Hence, ang nasa kinalasan, maotoy nahabili na to. Diba? Or sa last na magsugod og kanang kwenta sa inventory end. And ang unit cost ani niya, pagkuha sa unit cost sa FIFO is, kung pila to ang unit cost sa katong amount na units na na-purchase, mo sa to yung gamiton. So, it's just what or rather sa purchase nimo sa kinalasan, kung pila yung unit cost mo imong gamiton. That's the FIFO. And then ang sa weighted averaged unit cost is equal to total cost over units of goods available for sale. So, total cost sa goods available for sale, guys. So, ang total cost sa goods available for sale over units of the goods available for sale. So, unsa tong goods available for sale? It is beginning inventory plus purchases. So, ikahuman nimo kuha ani, ang makuha nimo ani mao imong i-times ani units of inventory end. So, ang basic formula is unit of inventory end times unit cost. Ang unit cost na to is either 5 or weighted average. Sa weighted average, guys, is magmatter diri if perpetual ka or periodic. Because sa perpetual, guys, it is called moving averaged. So, every purchases and every purchase return is mag-change ang iyahang unit cost. And ang katong unit cost na kinalasa na change, kaya mo to ang imong i-times sa imong units of inventory end. Let's have an example, guys, to grasp it clearly. So here, in this illustration. So, let's, first things first is, let's get the inventory and the unit. So, pila man, guys. Inventory and unit. So, we have here 800 beginning, 800 Then, we're going to less the 500 na biligya. And then, we're going to add the 700 plus 700. And then, we're going to less the 800. And we're going to add the 500. So, we have 700. And this is what you will use whether FIFO or average. Timesan lang na nimo sa unit cost later. Sa FIFO guys is, I told you, since first in first out, so ang kaning kinalasan mo ni ang inventory end, naadri ang inventory end. So, pila ang pinakalas guys? 500. Pila ang cost sa 500? 220. So, kana sa di mo i-times. And then, guys, ang ato ang unit cost is 700 man. So, kuwangan kang 200. So, magkuha ka sa 200 sa ibabaw ni mo na purchases, which is kaning 700. So, diragi ka ng 200. So, times 210. So, ana na siya, guys. So, 500 times 220, we have 110,000. And then, 200 times 210, we have 42,000. So, plus 110,000. So, we have 152,000. So, that's 152,000, guys. 152,000. So, this is our inventory end. Ang ato ang unit ay inventory end na units. Inventory end na units times atong unit cost. 700 siya, guys. However, dili siya ang 700 largo imo i-times kay magdepende man kung pila naka-purchases ang price kay kanina units, di ba? So, that is how to get using the first in, first out. If we are going to get, guys, the cost of goods sold here. So, we have beginning 160,000 kani. Then, ang purchases na to, guys, pila? 147 plus 110. So, we have 257. Then, less na to sa end na 157. So, natay cost of sales na 160 plus 257. Then, minus 157. So, we have, 160 plus 257 minus, this is 2 day, guys. Sorry. Minus 152. So, we have here 265,000. 2 na siya, diba? 2, 5, 1. It's my fault. So, this is our cost of goods sold and our ending inventory using first in, first out. First in, first out, may it be periodic or perpetual. So, periodic or perpetual, guys, it will not matter. So, the next what do you call this method is the weighted average, guys. However, sa weighted average is it would be different if it is perpetual or if it is periodic. So, let's start sa periodic, guys. So, wait. Let's start sa periodic. So, periodic, guys, is ang diba kung ingon ninyo ganiha is total units sa gas, goods available for sale. Pila? Kanitanan, beginning, purchases. So, 800 plus 700 plus 500. So, nakay 2,000 goods available for sales. Then, total cost niya is 160 plus 147 plus 110. So, nakay 417,000. And then, it would be 417,000 divided by 2,000. So, ang kanin mo yung denominator, guys. So, 417,000 divided by 2,000. So, we have 208.5. So, pila tong total inventory end in units, guys? 700 times 208.5. 8.5. So we have 1,459.50. So mo niya tong inventory end. And inventory end na to guys is our current asset. So mo na siya tong merchandise inventory na i-record siya to ang balance sheet or financial position. So this is weighted average guys periodic. Now let's if you're going to ask the set, what about perpetual, diba? I said it is a moving average guys. So if there is a purchases or there is a purchase return guys, the value of the unit cost would change. It can be shown sa table guys. So the table looks like this. Right, so it would be beginning balance 800, and then ang unit cost is 200, and then ang total cost is 160,000. So it is 160,000. So this one here guys is the units. Here is the unit cost, then the total cost. So the table is just you just have to show the flow of transaction for the whole here January. So after the beginning, we have here the sales. How much? It's 500 units. And then we are going to use this 200 na unit cost because since atong 500 is gikan diri sa 800 na beginning, na ang cost niya is 200. So 500 times 200, so it would be 100,000. So this is 160,000 guys. Then 100 minus 100,000. This is less because this is a sale. So 800 minus 500, so we have here 300, 260,000. Check if it is still 200 ang unit cost. It's 60 divided by 300, so 200. So pasabot ana if there is a sale, the unit cost will not change. So next is purchases guys. How much? It's 700, and then the unit cost is 210. Total cost is 147,000. So pila na tanan guys? This would be 1,000. This one 147 plus 60. It would be 207,000. Now 207 divided by 1 guys is 207 unit cost. So ang unit cost na niya guys is 207. So see, gikan sa 200 himo na siya 207 tungod lang sa 210 na diri sa purchases. So 207 ata guys. Next is sale again. How much? Minus 800. Then 207 na sa di mong gamiton guys. So 800 times 207, we have here minus 165, 600. So pila na siya? 27,000. So this would be 41,400. This one here is 200, and then still 207. Kay sale man siya, dili man siya purchases naman ang purchase return guys, ang mausab ang value sa iyahang unit cost. So lastly is we have a purchase of 500, and then 220 ang unit cost. So we have here 110,000. Tara, 110. So it would be 700, then 400 plus 110,000. So it would be 151, 400, 151,400 divided by 700. So we have here 216. Round off ni siya guys na unit cost. So see, ang 700 na to kani, which is kani diri, times atong unit cost na 216. So mo niya ato ang inventory end sa year end. Inventory end, which is our current asset also. So that is weighted average, guys. That's is weighted average method. Now before anything else, let's try to see sad guys sa LIFO. LIFO is baliktaran sa FIFO, so it is last in first out. So even if wala na siyang ilabot, ato na sa tanawon if how does LIFO works kani. How does the last in first out works, guys? Para at least is natay idea if ever wala ba ta kaybaw sa board. Pero more likely is more on jud siya sa what is applicable now ang mga sa board. So LIFO guys is last in first out. So ang last in first out is ang kani diri mo niyang ato ang wala na halin, di ba? Depende if ever periodic or perpetual. If periodic guys, largo na ang kaning beginning maoy na unit cost atong gamiton. So 700 times 200. So how much is that guys? 700 times 200. So what natay 140,000. Periodic na. Periodic LIFO. So this is LIFO guys LIFO. Perpetual LIFO guys is different. Kay, di ba in perpetual guys, we account man naman tayo stock card. So stock card ni siya. For example, this is the stock card. So ang atuang last sale guys is nahitabo siya kanidari 800. So it means na ang kaning purchases diri na 500 guys is wala pa ni siya nahilabtan. Kaning 500 wala siya nahilabtan. So ang sa perpetual nato is 500 times 220 times 200 times kaning 200 na units. So we have 500 times 220, 110,000, then 200 times 200, so we have 40,000. So we have 150,000 inventory end. Anong sa periodic dili man guys, giinana. Kasi sa periodic guys, wala tayo stock card. Wala ta nag-maintain og puan sa sales o purchases. So dili ta maka-identify pila na jud to ang katong sa purchase after sa sale. Inana. So ang ato na lang pag-determine ana is ang kanina diring beginning pinakaunahan. So that is LIFO guys. It's just an example of overview example guys on using LIFO para at least kaybaw ganita. So if ever there is a purchase return guys, is it would still change the unit cost if ever it is a moving average na perpetual. Now let's talk about specific identification. A specific identification guys means that the specific costs are attributable to identified items of inventory. So dali na mo siya ma-identify physically. The cost of inventory is determined by simply multiplying units on hand times unit cost. So units on hand times ang ilang unit cost. So, muna na siya, guys. This requires records which will clearly determine the actual cost of goods on hand. So, kuan man ani good niya na sa tawag niya this normally happens, guys, can specific identification if we are talking about mga high valued items like jewelry. So, largura dali ra siya i-identify, guys. So, that is specific identification. Then, next here is we have relative sales price method. So, relative sales price method, guys. Let's just give example. Product A, B, and C. Okay, purchased at basket price na 3 million, guys. So, product A, B, and C, basket price na is 3 million. So, if inaling siya, mo na siya ang relative sales price method, guys. Kaya if usa ra ka presyo pero daghan na product ang imong gipalit, daghan na inventory. So, ang first thing is dapat ihatag nila ang sales price per product para mao imong basihan. Like for example, product A is 500,000. Product B is 1,500,000. Product C is 3 million. So, yung pagbuhat ni mo na, guys, is A, B, C. 500, 1,500, 3 million. Pila man siya? 3, 4, 5. So, it would be 5 million, guys. So, 500 over 5 million, it would be 5 over 50, 15 over 50, 30 over 50. In ratio, guys, ba? Then, i-times nimo sa 3 million. So, 5 times 50. It's 5 times 50 times 3 million. So, we have here, 5 divided by 50, guys, times 3 million. We have here, 300,000 for product A. Then, 15, this is 15, guys. Divided by 15 divided by 50 times 3 million. So, we have here 900,000, guys. And then 30 divided by 50 times 3 million. So, we have here 1,800,000. So, total is 3 million. So, mo ni ang price sa A, guys. Ang price sa A is kaning 300,000. Ang price sa B is 900,000. Ang price sa C is 1,800,000. So, dapat, guys, ihatag dyan din nila ang sales price per product. So, ang pasabot niya is, if ever si A ra ko paliton, mo ni ang presyo. Or si B ra ko paliton, mo ni ang presyo. Si C ra ko paliton, mo ni ang presyo. Pero, gilamsa man ako sila. Silbi akong 3 million is for A, B, C na. So, imo lang ang tanawon. Imo na siyang gamiton in order to get the rate, guys. Na pila ka percent siya sa 3 million ang para ka A, para ka B, o para ka C. So, that's the costing, guys. More on, pagkuan lang atong sa FIFO, katong moving average o average method.